One of Paris' most hotly anticipated cultural projects, the redesign of the Bourse de Commerce by Tadao Ando, the businessman François Pninault and the Pinault Collection, has just announced its opening date on the 3rd of January 2021. The transformation's design was masterminded by the celebrated Japanese architect, who has a long-standing relationship with Pinault, having worked together on projects such as renovation and preservation of Palazzo Grassi and Punta della Dogana and the construction of the Teatrino. The Bourse, Paris' former stock exchange, is a magnificent historical building full of striking period features such as a central rotunda, dome and murals. Ando and his team worked with the original structure's character, adding a layer of the iconic architect's signature concrete minimalism. The structuring element of the plans to adapt the Bourse de Commerce into a museum is conceived as an echo to the building's fundamental organizing principle, its circularity. Tadao Ando's intervention within the building dialogues with its carefully restored historic elements, as the natural consequence of the approach Ando has consistently adopted when working within existing buildings. A concrete cylinder, its walls pierced with 4 identical openings and surmounted by an oculus that allows natural light to filter in, was inserted into the building's core. The center of the building was once used to store wheat, then was the active center of the stock market, directly open onto the recently built Paris streets that converged there. Now, it is isolated, becoming the building's unified, abstract, and fixed core, and an ideal space in which to experience art. The main components of the architecture, its circular form, its dome, the controlled presence of light, become the actors in a scenography intended to remove visitors from their daily lives, to allow them to focus on what's before their eyes, on the here and now. The goal of the conversion of the Bourse de Commerce into a museum is to create the ideal conditions for the visitor to experience art. It is flexible and adaptable, to best accommodate the range of different media used by contemporary artists today. Building relies on emphasizing its most striking attributes and the remarkable features of the site while writing a new chapter in its history. The concrete and symbolic nods to its past, such as the Medici column, the double spiral staircases, or its rotunda, emphasize the role of the past as the foundation of contemporary creation. The Bourse de Commerce had chosen Bourget Construction as its partner for the renovation and adaptation of the building into a museum, beginning in summer 2017, working with its subsidiaries, Bourget Bâtiments Île-de-France, Renovation Privé and Bourget Energies and Services.